So many of my videos now, I think, apply not only to those struggling with alcoholism, but also just anyone looking to level up. You know, one thing a lot of us with the disorder identify with is perfectionism, but I know a lot of people across the board do. And, you know, I really struggle with it. And one thing that helped me was a friend that reminded me of the word iterate. You know, synonyms for which are revise or rework. And I think it had come up because I told her how in 5 years of being at my place, I hadn't hung a single picture. You know, and part of it, aside from the fact I was drinking for much of that, was that I essentially had perfectionism-induced procrastination, term I love to use, where the task becomes overwhelming and you don't even start it because of that. So, you know, she said to me, you got to iterate or revise. So you know what I did? I went out and hung a bunch of stuff, including one painting I'm looking at right now that I ended up hanging way too high. I wish I could move my camera, but take my word for it. It's way too high, and it's been well over a year since I hung it. It probably needed to revise that down, but I haven't. And never think about it. Haven't really noticed it. Times I even like it kind of high. But the point is, I normally would have waited till I had someone to hold it and get it, you know, have them put it up a little, put it down, get it just right before I would have hung that thing. And instead, I just put it up. And some of the other ones, you know what, I did have to make adjustments to, but big deal. I worried like, well, what if then moving it exposes a hole in the wall? Like, God forbid, I had to figure out I'm not all that handy with my hands other than using a credit card and, you know, have to figure out how to putty the wall and paint over it. Big deal. So I'm trying to remind myself, and hopefully someone else needs to hear this today, but even includes doing these videos. You know, I try to crunch in every bit of perfect information as I can. That's why I even added to some of my early ones that helped me. I had an overtime for stuff I forgot. I haven't really done any of those lately, but I need to get back to those and just pump out a video and know I can always add another iteration later, whether that's in overtime or just I can do another video on the same topic and speak to other additional things on it. So that's it. One of my words of the year, the other one being fortify, which I've mentioned recently, to strengthen against mental or physical attacks, in our case from attacks of the voice. So that'll do it. And I was never a word of the year guy before this, but now I'm a big believer. And those were actually my words last year, but I renewed them for this year. I think I added a new one as well, though I can't even think of it, so I need to look into that. Stay tuned. All right, that'll do it. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and remember, stronger, sober. Thanks.